Stop being weird. Stop. Stop. All right. Today, I'll post the lesson on YouTube if you need to review it again. But this lesson is a review. We're starting with two-dimensional shapes: area, surface area, and perimeter and circumference. Things are flat. Three-dimensional volume will be done in January. Okay. This is a review from what you did last year. Geometry is typically very difficult for a lot of students, but I like teaching it because it's very, for me, it's a challenge to teach, but I like teaching it a lot. So here we're going to review this today. The ones that we don't get to do, it will be homework, so I want this all done before we leave today at 2 o'clock. Stop complaining. After lunch, let's get this all done, especially if you're playing tonight, so that you're not tired. And so we're going to work some of these out together. But I do want to go back and reiterate a lot of the facts that you may have forgotten since last year. The form chart that I gave to you right here, this is what you'll see on the STAR test. It gives you a lot of different formulas here. But today we're going to use circle, triangle, parallelogram, trapezoid, circle again. Just the top parts.
You do that?
I heard it. Yes, but we're going to work on a lot of it together. Okay? You'll see. So again, don't lose this form charts. You're going to be using it a lot. The secret to the STAR test, about 40% of the other part of the test is geometry. If you know how to use this form chart, it will be very simple. You'll have no problems with it.
It's going to have that on the test, right?
Yes, you're going to be given one. You're going to be given two. One that's loose, one that's in the book. Right, you can write in both of them. All right, let's do the first one together, and then we'll go to lunch in about 20 minutes. Okay? Or we can stay in here. It's up to you.
Yeah.
No. No, I need some quiet time. Here we go. On the first one, I know it says area, though, but I also want you to find the perimeter, too, which is just adding the sides up, just as a review here. Let's get started. It's area and perimeter as well. Okay? On the first shape in number 1 here, we have the shape, but they don't tell you what it is called. But looking at the measurements, put that down, please. Put that down. You don't need to play with that right now. Look at the two measurements on the sides. Let's set up. These are the same numbers, so it must be A. It's a square. So again, it's a square. The only reason why we know, because the measurement says so. Now, it may look like, if the numbers weren't there and you may look like a square, the numbers will prove it's a square or not, because I can draw it, but it can be exact. Perimeter. We're finding the area and the perimeter today for each of the shapes. So first things first. Let's review this. On the form chart, they took off perimeter. You have to know, you kind of should already know what perimeter is, but as a review, perimeter means to add the sides. Perimeter plus the sides. Plus the sides. The problem with perimeter is that students will see two numbers and they'll add 2 numbers up, right? So if you recognize that this is a 4-sided shape, all quadrilaterals, all parallelograms have 4 sides, so you're adding 4 numbers up, even though there are 2 shown. Because this is a square, we know all the sides have the same measures. 40 plus 40 plus 40 plus 40. 4 sides are the same. 4 numbers are the same. Perimeter means to add the sides up. Therefore, it's 160. Yes. It's 100. It's 160. The perimeter is 160. Could be 160 feet, inches, meters, centimeters, and so on. But the difference between perimeter and area, according to your form chart and what you should already know, area could be base times height or length times the width. The length times the width. So using the same, the secret to geometry is finding the formula and substituting the numbers in. All right, don't make this hard. It's not difficult at all. So you're going to substitute the numbers in. Length times width. Length times the width in this area, in this square. 40 times 40. Side times side. Length times width. 4 times 4? 16. Add 2 zeros. 1600. Keep in mind the area. The area is inside of the square. The perimeter is on the outside. So the area could be like, if you are mowing your lawn, what you mow, the grass, is the area. When you edge, I hate edging. That's like the least favorite thing.
You have to be
Hate, because I always get the little string stuck. That's the perimeter.
I like
right?
when sparks go out. Because you have the concrete, you know?
Oh, you have the old school edger.
No, I see people doing it now.
Yeah, I don't do that because I get scared.
I hate when the dogs are stupid, like the neighbor's dog. Then they run up to the fence and then the grass, like,
You don't do that. Or an area could be also like the carpeting in your house. That's area. It covers the floor of the house. But have you ever seen the little round part of that wood?
yeah.
That's called a quarter round. That's what keeps the edge. That's quarter. It's called a quarter round. So it's half of a circle. No, it's a quarter of a circle. That's the perimeter. So when you do flooring, you have to take up the quarter round. That's a thing that you need to know for life, by the way. Something else you need to know.
Number 7.
So let's say you have a glass table. Hold on. If you have a glass table and you break that glass top, you go to the glass store. What dimensions are you going to give them? The perimeter or the area?
Perimeter.
The area, the glass top of the table. The glass top is the perimeter, right? Now, if you're building a table and you have the frame and the edge, that's the perimeter. The frame of the frame is the perimeter. The area is what it's covering. Okay, that is a life thing that you got to know. What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. Okay. Let's go to number 3 here. Oh, that we'll talk about later.
Diameter.
All right. So we're reviewing a square. Let's go down to the circle here. The circle. We'll talk more about circles later on, but I want to just review this part. Don't hate it. So here, circles are usually given with 2 dimensions. The first part of the dimension, from the side to the middle, this is the radius. Okay. Look over to number 4. It goes the entire way. This is the diameter. Right. Now, here on your form chart, you have 2 different measures for a circle. Circumference. All the circumferences, Ms. Bennett, set up. The circumference is another word for a perimeter. Okay. The outside of the circle. That's circumference. The first 4 letters of circumference is circle. Around the circle. Circumference. So area of a circle is pi r squared. Perimeter of a circle is 2 pi r or pi d. Does it matter which one?
No.
It does not matter which one you use. Circumference. Which one? This one is just you have the diameter given to you and pi. This one is radius is doubled.
Wait.
So they're the same thing. They mean the same.
3.5.
3.14. Pi is 3.14. Okay? So in 8th grade, stop. In 8th grade, pi is 3. Sit up, please. Pi is 3.14, but in 9th grade, you'll use everything on a calculator. There's a pi button on the calculator. Okay? So after the STAR test is done, we're going to get on the calculators and use it every day. Because I want you to make sure you know how to use it. All right. First things first. Let's go back to the circle here, and let's find the circumference first. The circumference is the distance around the circle, perimeter of the circle. We have the radius on the form chart. Which one of these forms can we use?
2.
That's right. 2 pi r. We use 2 pi r in this case because the radius is given to us. Geometry is easy. All you do is identify the form and substitute the numbers in. Very easy. This is very difficult for a lot of students, but I like teaching this stuff because it's fun. 2 pi r radius is 3. 2 pi radius is 3. 2 times pi times 3. Do the whole numbers first.
6.
Okay, then you get 6 pi. And then here, you're going to multiply 3.14 times 6.
24.
Hold on. Questions on how I got 3.14 times 6? Multiply it out, 24, and then what? Carry the 2,
18.
8, and then add. Now again, if you get confused here, if I cover up the decimals there, I get 3 times 6. So my answer needs to be around, pun intended, 18.
So you can do that with all decimals.
Or 19-ish, right? So this is 18.84 meters. Circumference is not squared. Circumference is not squared. Perimeter is not squared. It's not squared because you're not finding the area of the inside. You're not multiplying. You're just kind of adding if you think about it, right? So circumference versus the area. Same circle, same circle, same circle, but the area is pi r squared. The reason why the radius is squared is because you're finding the area on the inside of the circle. The inside of the circle. Same numbers. Pi r squared. 3 is r. This time 3 times 3 is not 6. 3 squared is 9. Right, 9. 9 pi. Multiplied out. 3.14 times 9. Again, if I take my finger, this is a little trick for you, and I cover up the decimals up, 3 times 9 is 27. So my answer needs to be around, pun intended again,
27.
27. One done yet. Pun intended, a pun? 4 times 9. 3 times 9, 3 times 1, no. 9 times 1 plus 3.
9 plus 3 is 12.
Carry the 1 last time. 28. So make sure the decimal comes down. The meter, this one's squared, ladies. This is squared. The area on the inside is squared.
What are you doing?
What do you mean?
This is 8.
I'm sorry?
8.
What's 8?
You put 9 in.
3 times 9 is 27 plus 1 is 28.
3 times 3 is 9.
Oh.
Yeah.
Should be 27, right?
No, it's 25 plus 12. You put 8 in times 3 plus 8.
That's 36, 9, that'd be 12.
How did you get that?
9 came from 3 squared.
Where did you get that from? This is
3, alright. This is area. Sir, area is pi r squared. Radius, 3 times 3.
number 3.
Yes, we're doing area now.
No, we got number 6.
Right here. Alright, area is pi r squared. 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times pi is this. Yes, we're practicing both. We got to practice because it won't get any easier after this. Questions on the perimeter versus area on a circle. By 8th grade, you better know how to do this. It's not going to get easier. Okay? I keep saying that over and over again for a reason. Okay. So the next time, this is what I tell them every year. You go to the bathroom.
I don't want to know.
You will know. Look at the toilet paper.
Whoa.
As you're pulling up the toilet paper off the roll, that is the circumference. Okay? So when we talk about surface area, think about the toilet paper coming off the roll. You tear that piece of paper, and you're cleaning some stuff.
Whoa!
The surface area, you're cleaning the surface area of the skin.
Oh.
So look at the toilet. Look at the toilet paper. Pick up a packet of Charmin or whatever. Look at the very bottom, and it tells you how much area it covers. That's why in the commercial is a little bigger with the, he's carrying the thing. It's like, oh, it's covering. I gotta cover my stuff. That's what he's talking about.
It has a little bit on it, right?
Surface area. That's later. So, I hope that helps you remember that. Surface area. All right. Number 5. Let's do this one and go to lunch. Last one. Number 5, students. Yes, sir. Now, perimeter again. Let's do perimeter first. This is a triangle here. This is a triangle here, so let's do perimeter first here. Again, going back over and over again. Perimeter, you add the sides. 4 sides, 4 numbers. 3 sides, 3 numbers. Just because it only gives you 2 numbers, you need to figure out what the other number is. So here, perimeter, 7 plus 20 plus 23. When you add everything up, is that 50? 50, just 50 feet. It is not squared. You're just adding. You're not multiplying anything. It's just regular feet. Stop. However, the area on your chart, area, triangle, area, change this so that you don't have a lot of fractions going on here. Base, height, divided by 2. On your charts. Base times height divided by 2. Now, the reason why it is divided by 2 is because there are 2 triangles in a square. There are 2 triangles in a square. Everything in geometry pretty much relates back to the circle or the triangle. When you go to geometry, the degrees of a shape relates back to a triangle. When you're trying to find the number of sides for a shape, relates back to the circle. Does a circle have any sides? No, it doesn't. But as you add more sides to a shape, think about it. What eventually does it become? A square, a pentagon, a hexagon, a heptagon, what is this? A octagon. What does it become as the sides get small, more and more? It becomes a circle. Everything revolves around the circle. As you add more sides, it becomes a circle. Does that make sense? Can you see that?
No, because circles don't have sides.
I know, but here. Okay, for example, a triangle, right? A square, right? A triangle, a square, a pentagon, and then you have 6 sides, and then you have 7 sides, right? Eventually, you're going to have so many sides that it becomes a circle. This evolves to a circle. The more sides, it becomes a circle. Everything goes back to the round. The circle of life.
It's the Mr. Claw theory.
No, it's not a theory. Oops. It's not a theory. Alright, so here, let's do this and go to lunch. So we have base times height divided by 2. Okay? On that shape, what number, Alan, which number, Karina, do I not need for the base and the height?
7.
I need 20.
You don't need 7.
I don't need 23. 23 is a hypotenuse. I need the base, I need the height. The base is the butt of the shape. Like you have your base is your butt, you sit on your butt, right? If you're a cheerleader, the girls who are the bases are the ones that are holding the other girls up, right? The base of a shape is the butt of the shape. Okay? So here, 20 times 7, Lissa, is 140, half of 140. The area of this shape, this triangle, is 70 feet squared. 70 feet squared. Hold on. 70 feet squared.
Oh, you didn't record it.
We'll be back.